Hi everybody, welcome back. Outside on this cold New England early spring day, kind of rainy and shitty out, and I found an unbelievably rare, well, I mean these are uncommon, I don't know about unbelievably rare, but this is a Lasko or Galaxy, I don't know, the tag is gone, a yellow blade box fan with the 3 speeds and the thermostat, as you can see on the top. 3 speed, I'm kind of in the light here, 3 speed 20 inch, and here's that thing, thermostat. Knobs all turn as they're supposed to. I haven't attempted to run this, found it in an estate sale. The man was a cabinet maker, and as you can see it's attached to a shelf. It was literally up in the corner of his garage, in the middle, not really in the corner, blowing down on his workbench, and he had nailed it to the wall. It's unbelievable. If you look over here, he's drilled some holes into the case over the years, I suppose more than one. And so this was a strut that was attached to the joist, and then it was attached to the wall. We had to pry it up. He screwed this board in through the underside of the case. So in order to take this board off, which has nails in it, I'm going to have to take the grate off and unscrew it, which I'm going to do now. However, the thing's so dirty, mostly sawdust, that it's really not a candidate to be living in the house. So I don't want to leave it in the garage or somewhere where it's going to get wet. So I got to deal with this now. So I'm trying to get as much of the sawdust off of it as I can. As you can see, the grate is really caked on with the stuff. Who knows if that'll ever come clean. So we're seeing, but I'm going to take the front grate off and try and get this thing unattached from this board. So there you go, yellow blade Lasko or Galaxy, I guess, right? Seems like that's what this is. Yeah, they're still out there in the world. Hope you enjoy. It's got the plastic motor in the back. Hold on, when I turn it around I'll show you. Okay, here we are, and you can see the yellow blades, and just totally caked. It's not really caked, it's pretty loose. The fan is pretty stuck. I mean, it's not stuck, but it's really stiff. This will need to be dealt with. And you can see here where the old man screwed it in to this board that it's attached to. So I'm going to remove those, free it from the board, dust it out as good as I can, put the front grate on, and wait until better weather to deal with this thing. It needs to be just fully disassembled. I would be worried about dust, sawdust inside here where the electronics are too. So this really needs to be fully disassembled and cleaned and rinsed and dealt with before you'd ever try to plug this thing in. Again, pretty stiff. That's not that's not what you're looking for, but at least it isn't totally stuck. Alright, stay tuned. Back with the yellow bladed Galaxy or whatever model this was. You could see that the bottom came out pretty good. There's not a lot of rust in here, and that's kind of what I suspected. The garage was dry, and with all the wood and sawdust, I'm sure that helped keep it fairly dry. There's some crap on the blades that seems to come off. I'm sure this was used so much. The question is, will the motor ever run? That's a good question. This could be just a parts fan. The strip with the information is coming off of the top dealie, and then that's going to happen. So you'll have to, you could take that off and then re-contact cement that back on there, or you can just leave it the way it is. But that stuff's fixable. It's really about the motor. The cord is just as dirty as the rest of it, but doesn't appear to have any breaks or anything like that. It's got kind of an unusual looking plug. And then I'll show you the back. Hold on one second. This fan's pretty heavy. Yeah, I'm going to come back. Hold on, I'll turn it around. So it's not really so much that the fan's heavy, it's just where the handle is on the back makes it, at this height, I have it on my little top thing out here. So we go closer. It looks like this would have been the front grate, but it is in fact on the back. And you can see that it's got the plastic motor, as you can see there. So I don't know a whole lot about these, but there's so much sawdust on this thing, it's going to need to be, I'm not even going to try to deal with the motor until it needs to be just all cleaned out. So there you go, Yellow Blade Galaxy. Hope you enjoyed watching, and if you have any advice on how to clean the grates properly without ruining them, any advice on how to deal with the motor, that might help it to free up, any things to look at. I've never owned one of these before, so if you have any thoughts, advices, all those things are welcome and helpful. Genuinely appreciated. So thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed, and have a good spring. Cheers, everybody.